Do y'all like spicy books? If you ever wanted to understand what type of channel this was, this is my first time reading about the whole black bull riding community in Texas, and I am intrigued, very much so. Actually, I'm kind of Hey boo, welcome back to my channel. I'm getting ready to give y'all a couple of books. Now, I'm not responsible for what happens after you read these books or while you're reading these books, but I'm just giving the people what I think they want, and that's that spice. The first book, because I'm a baby reader, y'all, and so I just started reading consistently in 2020. And my first super hot, super spicy book was this book, and it was so unexpected. I did not see it coming. I trusted this YouTuber to recommend me something great, and when she recommended this one and I read this one, in the midst of reading it, I was like, but I could not stop. It's Birthday Girl, and I actually read it during my birthday month. I was like, okay, cool, this is cool. This book, first of all, it was my first encounter with I guess something a little taboo, and then the two main characters, they had no shame. The age gap was a little bothersome for me personally. I'm bothered by the age gap. The amount, not a age gap romance, let me be clear, the amount of the age gap and the ages. Does that make sense? Because I am in a age gap marriage my damn self, so can't be calling the kettle black, but it's the time in the characters' lives and the actual age gap. But once we got past all of that, and we got to the plot, and we got to the stuff, to the spice, whew, muy caliente, muy. Birthday Girl, Penelope Douglas. Do you got any more books? Let me look and see what her catalog looks like, because it's not. Let's look. Go to my good friend Goodreads and see what other books this character has. Oh, she has plenty. 39 books. Okay. I wonder. Oh, she even have a series on here. We'll see. But yeah, if you want to start there, if you start there, then you'll get a feel for if you like spicy books or not, because that one is very hot. The next book that I want to recommend to you guys is a novella. Let me make sure if I say that out loud. It's not. The next book that I want to talk about is 8 Seconds to Love by Monica Walters. So this book is 262 pages, but we're talking about romance. We're talking about the rodeo. You guys, y'all heard Beyonce's new song. It's finna go down. Yes, we're talking about bull riding. We're talking about Texas. Y'all heard Beyonce's new songs. It's finna go down in the country industry, and so I suggest if you're ready to get on board, this is where you want to start with that. This book was all about the spice. We have Harper and Legend, who is a bull rider in his community. This is my first time reading about the whole black bull riding community in Texas, and I am intrigued, Very much so. Actually, I kind of forgot about that. I might need to circle the block on this one to see what else Legend and Miss Harper has going on, because they started their romance. Harper was in another relationship, and she somehow met, she had a baking business, and somehow she met up with Legend, and as it goes, sometimes he had to have her, and so he didn't stop till he got her. So Legend, he was the bull rider, he was the ladies' man. You know how they do. The groupies was all over him. He ain't had no problems. He had those problems, but he's willing to put all that to the side for Miss Harper. And so they ensue on this just magical romance, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Plenty of spice for y'all. So if bull riding and Texas and black romance is your thing, then this will be a book I would recommend you get into. Now let's look at Monica's catalog here. Oh, she's cute. Hey, Monica girl. I was introduced to this book by Brooklyn Book Bell. She's so cute. Make sure you guys check her out on YouTube as well. She is so cute. Living her best Brooklyn life. Okay, so yes, as I suspected, there is a series. It's called Country Hood Love Stories. Country Hood Love Stories. Like, why haven't let me add these to my to be read. Wait a minute, I read the other one. So I read that one. Okay, so I have one more book to read in this series. Oh my gosh. Okay. Make a note. Editing Denisha. Make sure you add Training My Heart to Your Love to your TBR for next month. Okay, girl? All right, next I want to talk about a series that is the epitome of if you know, then you know. That is none other than the Butterfly series. The Butterfly series with Ashley Antoinette. Sometimes a secret becomes a lie. This is book number 1. So there are 5 books in this series, and we are patiently waiting on book number 6. Patiently. Book number 5 came out last year, and this series literally has me in a chokehold. It literally has me in a chokehold. So much so that I am vested in these characters. The passion in this love triangle that this love triangle that Morgan has going on is just out of this world. She got 2 men fighting over her, pining over her, obsessing over her, and well, it might be 3. I mean, it's like more like 3, but 2 main ones. Okay, we'll say 2 main men pining over her, and she's had them both. And when I tell you, it goes down. It goes down. So these people are in Flint, Michigan. That it is crime, it is drugs, it is violence, it is passion, deep passion. Let me know if you guys are into the Butterfly series, if we need to talk about this. Because I feel like there are some books that we just need a safe space to just get our grievances out, to get our frustrations out, to talk about, to swoon over, all those things. Let's talk about it. All right, so the next book that I want to talk about, I'm not sure which one to talk about, because these are my top 2 books of all time. And that is in no particular order, because I can't decide which one is number 1, which number is number 2. It really just depends on what day of the week it is and how I'm feeling and what I got going on that day. because 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. If you ever wanted to understand what type of channel this was, this book is the poster child for this channel. 7 Days in June just really grabbed me, and the book is pretty long, 336 pages, not that long. But Shane and Ava, let me get to it. So because I'm thinking about the book and I'm not talking, and that's not what this is supposed to be about. My camera's going dead. I'm gonna come back. Spice. The spice really spiced, and I enjoyed it. 7 Days in June. I mean, look at this cover. Does this cover not give you the passion between these two characters? I mean, really. So if you're not going to read anything else this year, you got to read this book, and you got to read this next book. The next book, Before I Let Go, Kennedy Ryan. Now, my girl, I did try to read another book by hers, and it did not fall good for me, like a great book for me. It was just okay. So I did decide to DNF it for now. But this book right here, Before I Let Go, I'm talking about, we have close proximity because it is based out of Atlanta and Charlotte. So we have some scenes, as you guys may already know. I am based in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I love when people talk about the Carolinas, when they talk about Charlotte, North Carolina, all those things. That's an instant. I want to read that because I want to hear about my neighborhoods and different places that I frequent. So that book does that for me. We're talking about a cooking type relationship. I think that's a trope that I'm into, the cooking, the bakery, the restaurant, those types of nuances, because I'm a chop girly. I'm a Food Network magazine girly. I'm those things. And it's a second chance romance. So we have the characters where they are divorced, but they are still restaurant owners, part owners. And so they have to navigate through that, where they're seeing each other all the time. Honestly, I don't think I could do it. But I guess if I could co-parent, then I could own a restaurant with him. I don't know about that. But this book, second chance romance. So actually they turn that thing around and they give it one more try. There's something tragic that happens between them that sparks the divorce and the tension between them. But just to the beauty and seeing them work through that. And we have 2 children. So those are some things that are similar to my number 1 and number 2 spice book of all times. And if you've made it to this far in this video, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment to this video. Do you think you would want to check this book out? And don't forget to share this content with another fellow baby reader. And until next time, bye.